Surface area of a triangular prism. The surface area or SA of a triangular prism is the sum of the areas of the two triangular prism bases and the three rectangular faces. So looking at a drawing, what I can first do is create my rectangular or triangular base. And what I could do is extend this or protrude it a certain height. Let's go down a little further here. It's probably the easiest way to do this is take to each vertex and go down the same number of units. And so therefore, I have my triangular prism. So here's face 1, there's face 2, and there's face 3, and then there's your two triangular bases. Okay? And so we open that up, we'll get a net. So I'm going to go ahead and line this up. I have my rectangular face. So if I unfold it, I'll have my three faces, rectangular faces, and my two triangular bases. And so our surface area can be the sum of all those faces. And so we have two triangles that are the same size because it's extruded up or down. And so we have 2, and then the area of a triangle is 1/2 base times height. And then we have the three faces, and we see that they're rectangular, so it's length times width. So we have length times width of the first face, we have length times width of the second face, and we have length times width of the third face. And these would all be the same if it was an equilateral triangle. So only then could you do 3 times LW, right? This would be a equilateral triangle. Okay. So let's look at an example. I have a triangular prism. I notice I have the two triangular faces. Remember that the height of the triangle is the vertical height that intersects the base at a right angle from the vertex. And so that's given to us as 5.2 centimeters. We have a base of 6 centimeters, which is also the side or the length of our rectangular face. Okay? And then we have our width, which is our depth in this case, of 7 centimeters. So let's go ahead and write our formula. We have the surface area is equal to 2 of those triangles, which is 1/2 base times height for the area. And then I have 3 rectangles. So I have the length of width of 1, plus the length of width of 2, plus the length and width of 3. So the surface area is equal to 2 times 1/2, the base is 6, the height is 5.2, and then I need to add the lengths and widths. So this one's 6 times 7, 6 times 7, and one thing I didn't say here was that this is an equilateral triangle. So this is actually 6 as well. So that actually means that all 3 of these are the same. And so I can actually replace this with a 3 times 6 times 7. And so when I simplify that, I can do this by hand. 2 1/2 is just 1 times 6, so 6 times 5.2 plus 21 times 6. And so the surface area is equal to 157.2 centimeters squared.